LaRue's been around a long time. I've been in PR a long time. And I sort of noticed, throughout the years, there were a ton of shifts in media. So when I started, it was print media. Then it went from print to digital, then social, then influencer. And if you weren't on the front end of those evolutions, so to speak, you were, as an agency owner, getting left behind. That's really what happened with affiliate. I saw it kind of creep into the PR lane and thought, oh, this is going to be the next thing. And coupled with the way publishing was changing, how the traditional way that media made money, how that was changing, this seemed like the next big moment.
I, somewhere in a land far away from Jesse, was kind of coming to the same conclusions at a traditional affiliate agency. I was seeing that we were really fighting for the top of funnel placements, and I was thinking we should be connecting, we should be working together and not being so siloed where affiliate is trying to say we're pitching these partnerships too and working in tandem with PR. So when we connected, it seemed like such a great synergy.
We will get brands that are coming to us with more of a PR perspective. They totally are in on the publisher piece. They want the top of the funnel placements that look like press but are actually affiliate. They are squeamish about mid and lower funnel. They're scared of coupon sites. They're scared it's going to cannibalize their brand or take away some of the cachet of their brand. And so that's one conversation about how to strategically vie for the full funnel and why that's needed, even if you're a luxury brand. I mean, Callie can speak to it more. She recently was sharing a conversation that it started with no coupon, no mid funnel, no lower funnel. And then by the end, the prospective client was like, we need it. We need coupon and full funnel if we want to get a better top of the funnel, kind of visibility.
And I was actually going to say there's even a third camp, the two that Jesse mentioned, but there's also those C-suite and the people that understand that affiliate's important and they're interested in affiliate from a performance aspect, but they don't understand it at all. And that's a huge piece of our job at the agency and in my job as director is to bring in that education piece on top of funnel all the way down to mid and lower funnel of what each piece does and why it's instrumental to the success of a strategy. We mentioned my experience. I came from an agency that was just affiliate. We didn't really have the top of funnel approach, and we were reaching out to some of these publishers, trying to get a partnership with them, trying to get anything from them, and it was tough to penetrate. And so having that in-house allows us to develop a strategy for the full funnel. So what we do, our approach at a high level is to allow earned to do their thing, affiliate there as a supportive arm, especially at the top of funnel, and then build mid and lower funnel partnerships to support the growth of top of funnel.
What do you think the difference is with the ease that the earned team has to build relationships versus coming from a true affiliate background?
Earned is pitching to editors who are used to being pitched to, where affiliate, it's kind of this new piece that these partners and these publishers are now starting to have to think about the affiliate piece, and they're not gatekeeping necessarily, but I don't know if they're used to having those types of relationships the way that the earned team and the publishers have.
I think it's that. I think it's editors that are used to PR are absolutely used to getting pitched. And publicists and people that work in PR are used to gearing their pitch specifically to the editor based on what they cover, what vertical they're in. So I think there's a lot of newness and uncertainty and maybe the subtleties of how to pitch from somebody that's worked in traditional affiliate. There's a learning curve there.
We've been managing the Bandeau affiliate program for about 2 years, and we've been managing PR for them since before I was even at the agency. When I started managing the brand, they were really interested in increasing their commerce strategy. So what I did is I looked in and to see who was actually already driving for them, who was working really well for them. And we didn't put any paid budget towards it. But what we did is we reached out to the partner who's the strategist, and we just said, we'd love to offer you a commission increase. No strings attached. We just you've been a wonderful partner, and we hope we can continue to grow this partnership. And we did. We saw a large increase, I think just over 200% increase in placements. And, we were excited to see that. And that obviously led to a very successful last few months. A lot of brands are interested in being in some of these placements, like the strategists and the BuzzFeeds. And the guaranteed placements can be kind of pricey. And they're looking at what's the ROAS, what's the ROI, what can I get out of this? The key is to definitely set expectations there. So what I like to do prior to suggesting that they give, a flat fee spend. Let's increase the commission. Let's see where we're at in 3 to 6 months, and then let's make a decision based on that. And so seeing that increase, keeps their ROAS high and keeps their spend low. And then they can, kind of get a gauge because of data, of course, but they can kind of get a gauge on like what they might see if they did do a paid campaign.
Are there different KPIs that you are finding resonate with the affiliate teams that you're tracking versus like a more true PR team?
Definitely. I touched on ROAS and ROI because that's something that it's always so easy and fun and exciting to call out, because someone who's newer to affiliate will see all of this revenue and like, that's exciting. Okay, here's an extra layer. You only spent what you got. Like super exciting.
I mean, the thing is PR is not known for being trackable and data focused, right? PR, you're coming from almost, it's like a gut check, right? Like, did this placement in on the NewYorkTimes.com move the needle? Did you see a spike in sales? Did your social go up? Was there just more buzz? It's all this very sort of
it's a correlation.
It's like it's brand
like,
awareness.
And
it's brand awareness.
Yeah.
And the innate hurdle is if you are not talking to someone who believes in brand awareness as an important tactic, you're never going to sell them on PR. So for me, affiliate comes with all this like hard data that's amazing. And at times we can even use it to reverse engineer metrics around PR, right? And that's very refreshing. And it's made me as a business owner and as somebody trying to scale an agency super cognizant, very focused on what's missing in PR and trying to solve for those.
For all of Jesse's challenges, the affiliate team rode in on a white horse and said, behold, a tracking link. We will tell you what all your efforts are doing, as long as there's a link, of course. And there's these networks to do it through and these tools that we get to use to tell us how successful these placements were. We didn't have the same challenges as the PR team. We came in and brought in KPIs and ROAS and all of the acronyms that are really exciting. Yeah, CAC, LTV, all of the acronyms and the exciting metrics that are important to brands, more so now than ever, because PR is wonderful, but people want to know, like, okay, I was in Forbes, like, so what?
Yeah.
It's true.
And we're able to quantify all of, or at least support in quantifying the hard-earned efforts.
I mean, I think it's a moving target. I think it's more and more brands are coming to us with the intention of wanting both PR and affiliate and recognizing the importance of both. Maybe 2 years ago, they would start the conversation with one area of interest, and we would be able to, like, over time, indoctrinate them to the full strategy. So I think, having weathered sort of all the shifts in publishing for the past 25 years, this is one that I think is not going anywhere. And I think it's going to be the way that media continues to evolve. Yeah. So everyone needs to kind of get on board.
Yeah, definitely. I think that traditional affiliate, and this is not in a way to sell it short in any way, but it can be transactional. We're providing something, you are either guaranteeing something or we're hoping for something in return. And earned is much more of the long game and the relationship building. And I think that we've both had to go from like here to like the middle. And, I've had to learn a lot more about how to build those relationships. And I think the PR team has had to learn quite a bit more about why affiliate is important to commerce strategy and the synergy between the two.